Welcome. It only takes a few minutes to get started with the product sourcing tool. The first thing that you will want to do is go to the My Account tab. You'll see here that we have the products and packages, but you'll also see we have the ability to either log into your account or create a free account. So if you'd like to get started, you just simply click Create Free Account, put in your name and email, and that will email you the credentials to log in over here. So here, if I want to log in, I will type in my email and paste my password and then log in. Gives me that successful. And then you see up top, it'll update my product balance. So right now I have 1,872 available products and some that are reserved and the number that were used in the lifetime. So you can purchase additional products if you need to. But that's pretty much it as far as the account setup goes. New accounts always start with at least 1,000 products for free. And then what you do from there is simply go to the Submit a Job tab and then select which retail store that you want to use. So if you're not familiar with this, essentially what you're doing is going to a retail store like Kohl's, and you can see they have many deals. They have a coupon, they have Kohl's Cash. That's $10 for every $50 spent. And if you simply do a search, say it's a department that you're interested, say men's shoes, for example, that will bring up a search with a list of products. So this is what you'll be entering into the Submit a Job tab. You can see this particular search returns 3,000 products and it has a maximum of 65 pages. I can also filter based off of this. So if there's certain brands that I only want to see, or if there's a certain price range I want to set, or if I want to see if it's coupon eligible, I can set those in. And then once I've done that, I simply copy that URL at the top and do copy. When I go back to the scraping system and submit a job, it'll ask me which store. So this one was Kohl's. I'm going to paste in that URL. And now I have the option of how many pages do I want and what discount to apply. So with Kohl's, there's 48 products per page. Now a product is a single URL. So if I click this shoe, it's a single site that is considered one product. But you'll notice that this one product has a ton of variations. All of these colors, medium, wide, all these sizes, it's all included under one product. So when you get the spreadsheet for this, you may have 200, 300, 400 rows of matching ASINs, but it's still only considered one product. And when you're back here, there's 48 products per search page. So if I told it I wanted 5 search pages, that would be a total of 240 products. It knows that I already have that in my product bank. And so I can submit a job. If not, I could purchase additional products. The discount to apply, again, is if they have Kohl's Cash, that's roughly a 17% discount. If you have credit cards that give you cash back, if you use gift cards, if you use Rakuten or Top Cashback, that would be additional discount to apply on top of what's already displayed as the price. So what it'll do is if I put 17% discount, it's going to do 17% off of this 80 as my buy cost. And then from there, I simply just submit the scraping job. And you'll see the job is submitted successfully. Once I've done that, I can keep an eye on my jobs by going to the My Jobs tab. You can see the one that I just submitted here is now running. When it's done, as you can see the ones below, it'll say completed and it'll have the download results where I can simply click that button. It also sends an email with the scrape attached, or if the spreadsheet is too big, it will give you a link that you can download the spreadsheet. So here's an example of the email that you will receive when your job is complete. It shows you what you did the search, how many pages, what discount was applied when it was run, and then you see it has the download results link, and it's also attached here. If it's small enough where it can be attached to an email, you can just simply download it right here or open it there. What that will actually look like is this is an example of a Kohl's scrape that was run. And you can see in here has all of the details that you need for sourcing, including direct links to the products, whether what your cost is, the price it sells on Amazon, the profit. So I'll do a separate video kind of deep diving into how this is used. But the important thing is to know that this is emailed to you as an Excel spreadsheet. Two other tools to be aware of is the AI Smart tools. So within here, you have the AI Smart Analyzer. If you click that, it'll open in a new window. The same thing with the Brand Ungator. So what these are going to do is it'll ask you to upload the sheet that you just downloaded or got emailed. So if I do that with the sheet here, we'll do this one. So what this is going to do is load the sheet, and it's taking all of the data that's contained in these sheets. And these scraping sheets, if you're doing a lot of pages, can contain a lot of information. For instance, this one contains likely 47,000 matches to Amazon. And what it's going to do is looking at 10, 20, 30 different indicators, it's going to show you which are the best ones for retail and online arbitrage. So you can see it comes up. It says the statistics were 59,000 rows, unique UPCs in there. Of those, 46 were directly matched to 46,000 were directly matched to Amazon ASINs. And when I click Amazon or Analyze Products, it brings up the sheet here, and you can see in that sheet, it considers 92 of those products excellent, 340 are good, solid opportunities. Then you have another 645 average and below. So again, I'll do a deep dive into that, but just understand that this is here to help you analyze the results once you've done the scraping, and it'll show you, what it's saying, whether it's recommending a test buy, whether it thinks that something, has really good velocity, like here, where it would say buy, 10 to 20 units, and it gives you all of the reasoning, if you will, of why it thinks this is a really good product for retail or online arbitrage. Going over to the brand analyzer, you would do the same thing. So I'll upload that same sheet. And what this will do when it uploads, it's now looking at all the brands that were contained in that sheet. So if you do a wide open scrape on something like clothing, you're going to get a lot of different brands. Not all of those brands are going to be retail or reseller friendly. A lot of them won't even be on Amazon. But what this will do is it'll look through all of those brands, and of the ones that are on Amazon, it'll show you which ones does it think that the ones that are retail or reseller friendly here. So if I click that Analyze Brands, it's showing 30 total brands that we found in that sheet. Of those, it thinks 10 are excellent for ungating, 5 are good, 7 are average, and then you have some other ones here. And it again gives you the reasoning. So Converse is one. Skechers, I know I sell, so I know this is a good one. You can see the reasoning here is the peak offer. So if you have 43 people on a particular Skechers listing, it's a good indication that the brand doesn't go after resellers, and there's a lot of reseller activity. There's also 1,600 products that have over 5 offers, meaning there's multiple resellers on there. So again, with that, it gives you that highly recommended buy with confidence that you can ungate. And over here, it also gives you direct links to the cheapest item at that store for at Kohl's that I could buy to use for ungating, and also direct links that I could use to go to Amazon. It'll bring up that listing, and then you can apply to be ungated. The idea here is, of course, finding new brands that you may not even know about. So these are considered good, these are considered average, and it's based off of activity again. So if you look at ones that are poor, like this one, I know that would come after you. There's very little, there's no listings that have more than 5 offers, meaning that it's, not reseller friendly. The peak is only 4 offers, and the average is only 1.7. It's usually only Amazon or only the brand or only a couple of other authorized sellers, and that they would likely go after you. So even though it says not recommended, it doesn't mean you have to stay away, but you would definitely want to view it and make sure that they wouldn't come after you with IP complaints or trademark violations or things like that. So just to understand, those two tools are here. They're built in. As soon as you have your sheet, you're able to upload those. There's no cost for that. You have your jobs here. You have all the different sites that's also listed under my account. These are the 30 sites that we currently have, with new ones being added all the time. You can request new ones. So the good news is with my account, the only thing that's required is your email. Everything else is automated in the background. You don't need Keepa, you don't need Oxylabs, you don't need any other subscriptions in order to use this. It's just a pay-as-you-go model. You submit the job, it sends it to you, and you're able to start scraping. Jobs typically complete within, depending on how large the job is, usually it's around 15 minutes to a half hour at most. Of course, the more pages that you submit, the longer that would take. So, but I encourage you to submit a lot of pages. The more data that you have, the easier it is to filter and really find the good items for retail and online arbitrage. If you have any questions, reach out anytime. We do offer guided coaching. So if you would like to just talk about your particular selling strategy or departments, or if you're interested in the just-in-time sourcing, which is a modified drop shipping program, reach out, schedule a free session. Happy to talk to you anytime. And hope you enjoyed this web-based scraping tool. And we'll talk to you again soon.